Welcome to Faces of Abortion. I'm your host, Molly White. Faces of Abortion is the only television program of its kind that deals with the painful truth of abortion. You will hear powerful testimonies from women and men who've experienced abortion and the devastation that it brought into their life. You will hear the truth about abortion from scientific and legal evidence that you may have never known. You will also be given practical steps that you can take to help end abortion in America. And if you're hurting from abortion, we want you to know that Jesus saves and He forgives and He heals. We also have a 1-800 helpline number that you can call and talk to a caring person on the other end who will listen to you, pray for you, and help you find an abortion recovery group in your area to help you heal from abortion.
So it just overwhelmed me. And I thought the only way to escape the pain was to take my life.
I had a fear that I wouldn't be able to have my own children.
It brings heartache. It brings hurt.
And I knew they were tearing my baby apart.
I remember the cold feeling of the room.
I remember laying there and I just said to myself that I will never forgive myself for what I'm doing.
I believe that my life was spared that night just so that I could be here right now and say abortion hurts women.
Welcome to Faces of Abortion. I'm your host, Molly White. I'd like to introduce my co-host, Clayton Trotter, the General Counsel of the Justice Foundation, and Alan Parker, the President of the Justice Foundation.
Molly, this week we're going to hear from Kathy in her words section, and then we're going to have in our studio audience with us a mother and a daughter, and they're going to be talking about the daughter's abortion. Nympha is the mother and Angel is the daughter who had the abortion without telling her mom about it. And they're going to reveal the kind of devastating impact that abortion has on a whole family. And yet, as we always say, there is hope and healing for those who turn to Jesus Christ.
That's right, and here you're going to listen to Kathy's testimony in her own words.
I came from a very good home, 2 loving parents. I had a brother. I was on the basketball team. I played in a marching band. I, did what I was told, never got in trouble. I ended up in a relationship with this boy at 15 years old. And the first time we came together, or I don't know how to say it politely, but the first time we were together, I became pregnant. And I was absolutely terrified. I didn't want to go to my parents. I was afraid my dad would, kill this boy. I thought, my gosh, I'm going to embarrass everybody. I'm going to humiliate my family. Nobody can know about this. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I went to the boy and I told him. And of course, he was scared to death. He was 17 years old, never been with a girl. Now all of a sudden, he's with a girl and she's pregnant. Well, we looked in the yellow pages, and the first thing you see in the yellow pages is abortion. People there said, don't worry about it. Nobody has to know. You're going to be fine. We go in, we go out. You're okay. No one will know. Everything will be fine. You'll forget about it tomorrow. I look back on that now and I kind of get mad because I think, what a lie. I remember going in there and I remember laying on this table. And of course you hear this noise. It's like a vacuum cleaner. It's just loud noise. and they give you this medicine or a pill to take. I don't remember what it was. But they give you this pill, and it's supposed to make you all kind of numb, and you really don't feel anything. But you're awake. I'm wide awake. I know what's going on, but I'm not thinking what's going on. And the only thing I can tell you is I was laying on that table, and I remember laying there, and when they put my legs up and they proceeded to do the procedure, I just remember laying there wanting to cry, because it's like you're laying there and all of a sudden you don't know what you're doing to begin with, but you realize at that moment what you're doing. And all I could do, I just started to cry. And of course they finished, and nobody really said or did anything. It was just, it's done, it's over with. And because of the guilt I felt for killing that baby, I wanted to have a baby. I was on this vendetta to have a baby. I had to replace that baby. I got pregnant by the time I was 16 by that same boy. And I told everybody I was pregnant and I was going to have that baby. You weren't going to tell me otherwise. At that same time, I had ruptured a disc in my back, messed up some nerves in my legs, and I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair for a short period of time. And so I had to have back surgery. Well, the surgeons found out I was pregnant, and there was, right away, everybody was, you can't keep this baby. You can't have this baby. If you deliver this baby, you're going to bust your back. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. I can't tell you every little thing they said, but everybody didn't want me to have this baby. And I fought, and I fought, and I fought. Then they started to tell me that because of all the pain medication, the baby was messed up. I went and had an ultrasound, and a nurse had the nerve to tell me there was no heartbeat. You can't have this baby's already dead. Before I had the back surgery, they performed the abortion. So now I went from not only being a 15-year-old kid that killed one baby, but now a 16-year-old kid that killed two. I hated myself. I hated my family. I hated everybody. I was into self-mutilation. I would cut myself and burn myself and pinch myself, and I have bruises on my arms. People didn't understand what the heck was going on. I didn't care who I was with and what I was doing with them. I didn't want to live. I tried to commit suicide. When I think back now and count every attempt, it was approximately 8 times. I got married at the age of 20 to a man that not only abused drugs and alcohol the same as I did, but that beat me up